It's the ninth and final round of the Sharjah Masters tournament, and I've been joined by Matthias Bluebaum. Thank you for coming into the palatial commentary suite. And well, you've had a fairly quick game. Yeah, take us through it. Let's just go through the game, and then we'll have a little chat afterwards. So you're playing against Ahmad Asgarizadeh, who I think is from Iran, and is he international master?
I think he's international master.
Yeah. Okay, off you go.
Okay.
Talk us through your feelings going into the last game.
Okay, my feelings was that I just had to win with the right pieces. I mean, I'm clearly better rated, so
yeah.
I mean, I have to win. I was a bit surprised by his opening choice, because usually he plays different openings and not the Nimzo Indian, so I wasn't really sure what to do here, but I settled for this line, b6, and okay, I just played some line with queen c2 and get his bishop here, and I was actually quite surprised about d5, and I don't think it's the right move here. Usually you don't play b6, bishop b7 and then go d5, that's a bit strange, I mean, but okay, it's all normal.
Yeah.
So bishop g5, and now it looks like a queen c2 Nimzo Indian, but he just played bishop b7 instead of bishop a6, which is theory, so I think I should have a good position here, but I don't know. So rook c1 looks very natural to attack the c pawn, and c6, yeah, I don't know if he has anything better.
Well, sure. Actually, I don't pretend to be an expert in the Nimzo Indian, but I looked this up a little bit earlier, and c5 has been played before.
Okay, yeah, I wasn't really sure.
Yeah, apparently, well, Anand and Kramnik, for example, have played this position, and well, if Kramnik's playing it as black, I suppose we have to trust him.
Yeah, it can't be that bad, but usually they are always playing bishop a6.
Yeah, so this I know, yeah.
So I thought this line is not that great for black, but okay, probably it's not so terrible. But c6 doesn't look so great for black.
Certainly, yeah, c6 looks absolutely awful.
Yeah, I was kind of expecting something like c5, because c6 doesn't feel right.
Yeah. So after c6, I mean, it's just terribly passive, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it's not that bad maybe, but it looks very passive.
I guess, you know, if white has this wonderful pin here, it seems to me that black needs some kind of compensation.
Yeah, but I mean, it's quite forcing the way the game went, so I went e4 because it looks the most natural, but of course I kind of expected this h6 g5, otherwise it's just clearly worse. Yeah, and I sacrificed a piece here. And here I really wasn't sure, because there are many lines how we can react. And okay, in the end I just thought it should be working somehow, but I wasn't 100% sure.
Okay, I mean...
I mean, he doesn't even have to take immediately. You can also go bishop a6 first. I thought maybe it's a bit stronger, because in some lines he doesn't have to take on g5.
Okay.
Yeah. So maybe bishop a6, and then queen a4.
Queen a4.
Yeah, I think I always have to go to a4 because I have to protect d4. And if I go to something like c3, he can take on g5 and then on e4.
Ah, yes, an old trick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think I have to go to a4. And now he maybe can go bishop f1 or b5, or maybe b5 immediately, something like with queen a5 check. It's...
Sorry, which move?
Yeah, I'm not sure, maybe b5.
b5. Okay, it's very strange.
Yeah, it looks very strange. But okay, I mean, I have to go to d1, I think, because I have to protect d4.
Yeah.
And if he goes queen a5 check now, probably I have to go b4. And now he can take on a3. And I think now it's better that he didn't take on g5 already, because then I can take on f6 and should be better. But here I wasn't sure. I mean, maybe I'm still just better with knight a3 and...
Just let him take.
Yeah, take and knight e2 maybe. Somehow.
Okay.
Oh no, but take and queen d2. But okay, then he's a pawn up. Yeah, wasn't really sure. Because if he takes knight g4, queen g4, yeah.
Knight here. Tricky. Can you try and win a?
Okay, at least I can take on g5. But okay, it's very, very difficult somehow.
No, okay.
But I thought it's better to not take immediately, because it limits his chances, but okay. He took and played bishop a6. I think bishop a6 should be right. queen a4 takes. Yeah, I can also take with the king on f1, but then he also has this e5 idea sometimes.
I see.
With queen e3 check if I take on e5.
Right, that's interesting.
I mean, I can go f4 here, for example. It's
f4, wow. Mad.
Yeah, it's completely crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't sure, but somehow in the end I thought rook f1 is easier.
Okay, so you played queen c7.
Queen c7, yeah, I saw that move, but I thought, okay, at least I have a draw, and it somehow looks like I should be winning, but I didn't see it in the beginning.
So what were you expecting, knight d7 or something like this? Or
there's also c5.
c5?
It's always a trick, because after e5 there's queen d7.
Ah, I see.
That's always also... I mean, there's so many knights to calculate.
So many tactics, yeah.
Because here maybe he's fine, so after c5 maybe I have to go queen d1. I don't know.
Okay, strange position.
Yeah, and he can go even e5 now. I mean, it looks completely crazy, but...
Okay, so obviously if the pawn
takes,
is taken,
then he can take on d1 and
here.
his knight is unpinned.
So can you play queen f3?
Queen f3, I was thinking about it, but then knight bd7. And if I take on e5, knight e5, he wins the exchange in the end. I mean, I don't know about this endgame because I have 2 pawns and quite a strong bishop, so I shouldn't be worse there.
But you don't need to take, do you?
No, I don't need to take, but I wasn't sure what exactly to do. I don't even have to go on queen s3. There's also, instead of queen s3, there's rook c3, which is also interesting. But maybe as rook e8 here.
Just to bring the king away?
Yeah, he has to go to f8, because if he takes on d4, then bishop f6 and rook g3 and queen h5, queen f5. That's important that I have this f5 square. Yeah.
Wow.
And I didn't see a
It's very strange, yeah. Suddenly the rook is opposite the king, and it's it's a bit strange.
Yeah, I didn't see a clear...
I wonder, can you actually play it very slowly? Could you play simply d5?
Yeah, maybe d5, I was thinking about it. Okay, knight bd7 probably.
It also takes the e6 square from the rook.
Yeah, it takes a lot of squares.
No, I don't know how exactly. Which one first? Rook f3 and rook f5? Okay, let me try.
But maybe also rook g3 is quite strong now.
Yeah, and then king
f8, then there's also something with d6, but
I don't... D6, oh, nasty! Very nasty. Oh, but then rook e6.
Yeah, no, and there's also first a check, but then the king goes to e6, and I don't see...
Oh, yeah, that's also interesting, so check. Yeah. But clearly you thought...
I mean, I should have something. Yeah. I mean, at the very least, there's this ending with the exchange down for me, but it should be at the very least fine, I thought.
Somehow this looks very promising.
Yeah, it looks very promising, but just in my calculations, I couldn't see the win. So
yeah, even just leaving the king there, I just wonder about playing something very, very crude like this and pushing the rook on f5 and queen f3.
Maybe even this is enough.
Yeah.
I mean, I have 2 pawns already, and this bishop is so strong, and this king is so weak.
Yeah. Oh, very, very interesting position. Yeah. Okay, so instead of that, he played queen c7. So he's trying to trick you, isn't he?
Yeah, he has this queen f4 trick.
So you took, and then queen f4, obviously hitting both bishop and rook.
Yeah, I mean, it's a nice idea, but okay, I have rook c3. I think he has to take on f6, and yeah, saw this queen d1, and I couldn't see a way for him to survive.
So the game ended knight d7, and now you played rook f3.
I guess he missed that when he played queen c7, because rook f3 is very important.
Okay, so just tell us what happens on this move.
Then there's rook h3, rook g3.
That'll do nicely.
So in fact the queen cannot go to any square on the g file and the h file, so there's only e7 or d8. Maybe d8 is the best because it leaves square for the king, but rook h3 anyway, and now it should be made. If he goes king g6, there's queen h5, and if he goes king g7, there's queen g4.
Yeah.
And king f6 and queen h4.
Yeah, okay. Very nice.
Yeah.
We were looking at this position, and here queen f4.
Queen f4 is also possible.
Yes, this is very interesting.
Yeah, I saw rook g4 here.
Yeah.
Because he can't take on h2, then there's at least rook g3 winning the queen.
Yeah. And so rook
g4.
So he goes back again?
Yeah, he can go to h6 or f6. If he goes to f6, then I thought there's simply queen e3.
Queen where?
Queen d3.
Queen d3.
With the idea queen h3 and rook h4. And I thought it's unstoppable.
Yeah, it looks pretty good.
At least I didn't see a way.
Okay.
And if he goes to h6 instead, then there's g3.
Simply g3.
Then he has to go to f6. And then again there's rook f4 with the same ideas like in the game with rook f3.
Oh, beautiful. It's an interesting idea, this very subtle move, g3.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice. Excellent. So in the game, yeah, as we said, he played here.
Yeah, he resigned up rook f3.
Yeah. Well, very nice game, but actually, all right, he kind of collapsed, but there's a lot of sort of hidden ideas in the position. So, all right, so that brings you up to 6.5 out of 9. You happy with your final result, final score?
Not really, but okay, after the first round I think I played a fine tournament, but I shouldn't have lost yesterday, the rook ending. So
yeah, that's true, yes, I saw that. But it was very tough.
Yeah, it was very tough, but of course it was a draw and lost it, so after these 2 losses, I think...
Well, this tournament is part of your preparation, I guess, for a very tough challenge that you have coming up. Do you want to tell everyone where you're going to be playing?
Yeah, I'm going to play the Grenke Chess Classics with Carlsen and Caruana and so on. So yeah, it's going to be very tough. So it was my last tournament before this.
So you're going to do some, between now and then, some serious preparation, I guess.
Yeah, at least I try.
Yeah. Are you going to be working on your own, or do you have a trainer you're working with, or?
Mostly on my own.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we wish you the best of luck, and thanks very much for showing us the game. Very interesting. Thank you.
Thanks.